Jack blinked awake, sunlight streaming through his window, but something felt off. As he swung his legs out of bed, he suddenly found himself back beneath the covers. Confused, he shot up again, only to repeat the motion, like a film stuck in rewind. He laughed it off, thinking it was just a quirky start to the day. Rubbing his eyes, he finally stood up and ventured into the kitchen, where the scent of pancakes filled the air. But instead of breakfast being served, he watched as the pancakes floated back onto the skillet, uncooked and untouched. Jack's stomach growled, and he grabbed a fork, taking a bite. To his astonishment, the syrup slithered back into the bottle, and he felt the food slide back into the plate. "Okay, this is getting weird," he muttered, shaking his head as he tried to make sense of it all. Determined to shake off the strangeness, Jack got dressed and headed out the door for work. As he stepped onto the street, he noticed pedestrians walking backward, their conversations echoing in reverse. He chuckled nervously, dodging a bicycle that sped past him in reverse, its rider pedaling furiously to go back to where they started. At the office, things only got weirder. Jack sat at his desk, facing a typewriter that seemed to have a mind of its own. He began to type a report, but each word vanished as soon as he hit the keys. Paper rolled back into the machine, and he watched in disbelief as his work untyped itself, a comedic dance of letters retreating into the machine's belly. Finally, the workday came to a close, and Jack rushed home, his mind swirling with confusion. He was almost relieved to be back in his own space, but as he prepared for bed, the absurdity continued. He tried to change into his pajamas, but they inexplicably flew back into the closet as he reached for them. It felt like a bizarre magic trick, with Jack as the unwilling performer. Finally, with a defeated sigh, he crawled into bed. The day had been a whirlwind of backwards madness, and as he closed his eyes, he felt himself drifting off. Suddenly, he jolted awake, only to find the sun shining once again. The clock ticked forward, but for Jack, the question remained, was it just a dream, or was he destined to relive his day in reverse again? As he contemplated this, a sly grin crept across his face. "Maybe I should embrace the chaos," he thought. After all, if today could be a comic strip, it might just be the most entertaining one yet.